When we talk about mohair, we usually associate it with this like soft and fluffy stuff, but we tend to forget that mohair is actually one of the strongest fibers available for us. In fact, it's so strong that you could actually use it for socks instead of nylon. So I made a little experiment for myself. Now, ideally, you would be using mohair that's already spun together with the wool for sock yarns. However, that's not a yarn that's available for me. Instead, I decided to just held mohair double with some local wool yarn. I got this amazingly pretty mohair yarn that changes colors from blue to gray, which is my all-time favorite combo. I've been wearing these socks for about 2 weeks and I can see a bit of felting on the sole. That is completely normal for socks and that is not a case of worry. The experiment though is how durable they will actually be compared to the sock yarn that contains nylon. So far they've been holding up to the wear very well. I tend to be a bit rough on my socks and my lifestyle is a bit rough on the socks. I definitely don't have anything against nylon in socks. I think it's very useful and I see why that is the mainstream option. However, I wanted to try the mohair option because it gives you amazingly warm, thick sock that keeps you really warm without overheating you. For me personally, the biggest gain would be that I could be using the local wool for my socks, which I can't do right now because it's only wool and I wear wool socks down super quickly. When I started these, it was very hard for me to find any information about other people who have done this. There are definitely people who have done this. It's not like I'm inventing a new wheel here. It's just that it's not a widespread practice and so the information isn't really out there as much. My plan is to keep you updated about how these socks wear. I expect to wear them a lot because where I live indoors I will need socks basically up to the summer months. And basically if these socks hold up at least as well as any manufactured sock yarn that I can buy in the shop with nylon, I will be very excited and I think I will be mostly moving to the mohair socks instead of the nylon socks. That is the question of this experiment. Is it feasible for me to make this change?